Hello dear students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is channels of distribution. The distribution of goods is one of the most important phases in the processing of marketing. There are having different channels. So from these channels the various marketing processes are done. So distribution means the process of transferring the goods from factory into hands of the consumers. It is called distribution. The distribution channels are various output through which the products move from the manufacturer into the consumers. There are having different channels of distribution, and the selections on that one depends on the requirements of the manufacturer, the needs of the consumers, and after that the nature of the product. So the distribution channel group as direct selling and indirect selling. Direct selling means when the manufacturer sells his goods directly to the consumers, then it is called direct selling. So means that there is no any intermediate between them. For example, the marketing of industrial products like heavy machineries and goods are sold through mail only. There is no any intermediate are involved between them. Then indirect selling means when the manufacturer sell his goods to the retailers and then retailer sell his goods to the consumers, it is called indirect selling. The manufacturer sell his goods to the wholesaler and the wholesaler to the retailer and then retailer to the consumer, it is called indirect selling. In this case there are one or more than two middlemen are involved between them. This is called indirect selling. Then depends on this, there are middlemen are grouped as two, or there are having two types of middlemen, that is functional middleman and merchant middlemen. First we are going to see the functional middleman. The functional middlemen are those intermediate who perform the various marketing functions without having any title of goods. That is, they helps in transfer of goods from manufacturer to the hands of consumers without taking any ownership or without acquiring any rights. Following are the middlemen which are come under this category of functional middlemen, that is brokers, commission agents, auctioneers and deal creditor agents. The brokers are those agents who obtain neither possession or nor ownership of goods, and their only function is to bring the buyers and sellers together. They are called as selling agent if they are engaged by the sellers, and they are called as buying agents if they are engaged by the buyers. Their roles is over as soon as the buyers and seller get agree with each other. The broker gets certain percentage of commission on the business transacted by him. In this way the broker is get act. And then in the commission agents, they are sell goods on behalf of the seller. They negotiate the sales of goods, take possession of goods and make arrangement of transfer of title of goods. The commission agent has to perform the functions of warehousing, grading, packaging and assembling, and finally its disposal. They also get certain percentage of commission on sale made by him. Then auctioneers are those agents who sell goods on behalf of their principals by auctions. In auctions, the auctioneers who has collected the goods from sellers display it for would be buyers and invite the bids from them. Now it is the question that what is meant by bids. The bid means the price which is buyer is willing to pay for the goods being auctions. The buyer who make their highest bids get the goods provided the highest bids is at least equal to the minimum reserve price fixed by the purpose. The next is deal creditor agents, means they find buyers for sellers and also guarantee for payment of price of goods on their behalf. In any case, if buyer is failed to pay, then in this time the deal creditor agents who will pay on his behalf. For this additional responsibility, the deal creditor agents take extra commission from the consumers. Then in merchant middleman, there is having two types, that is wholesaler and retailers. The merchant middlemen are work for profit only. They acquire title of goods in their own name. Then first we are going to see the wholesaler. The wholesaler are those merchants or those agents who act as an intermediate between manufacturer and retailers. They buy goods and various products in large quantity from manufacturer and sell them to the retailer. The wholesaler dealing in pharmaceutical field required drug license from the healthcare department of related state government. The wholesaler sell product to the chemist and physician. In the pharmaceutical field, the wholesaler, when they sell any pharmaceutical product, then it is called as chemist. A wholesaler is called stockist if he deals in items manufactured by the single firm or company. Depend on these all functions, the wholesaler is classified as a manufacturer wholesaler, retailer wholesaler, and wholesaler proper. The manufacturer wholesalers are involved in manufacturing various activities in some extent. They may not only sell their own products to the retailer, but they also make arrangement of large scale purchases from other manufacturer to meet the demand of the retailer. In this way, they reduces their overhead expenses by increasing their turnover. In retailer, wholesalers are purchase goods from wholesaler in large quantity and sell them in retail to consumers through their own shop. In this way, they acts as a wholesaler as well as a retailer. And in the wholesaler proper, they buy and sell the goods in large quantity. So they are also called as distributor. Depend on this, there are having various functions of wholesaler. That is assembling, distribution, warehousing, risk bearing, market research, financing, grading and packaging, transportation. Last one is the pricing. We are going to see in detail one by one. Assembling. In assembling, the wholesaler buy large varieties of goods from the different manufacturer and sell them into the small quantity to the retailer. In the distribution, the wholesaler distribute the goods to the retailers who are generally the widely scattered. The next function is warehousing. The goods purchased from various manufacturers or producers are kept in stock in warehouses till these are distributed to the retailers. A wholesaler has to keep enough stock of goods with him as per the requirements of retailers without any delay. Wholesaler moves goods from place of production to his warehouses and then forward to the retailer. At that time, he may use his own vehicle for the purpose of moving and distribution of the goods. Then in the financing, the wholesaler provided credit facilities to the retailers and thus finance the retail trade. The bulk buying and storage of goods for length time, it carries number of risks like change in demand, loss due to theft and spoilage. So the wholesaler bear the various risks, or these risks are borne by the wholesaler.